Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is your captain speaking from Tartarian Airlines, and today is kind of just a little chill day. I want to go through some personal things that I do in my daily life to help reduce my stress, or maybe get rid of headaches, stuff like that. So, no flying around today. Just talking and chilling. Hope y'all doing okay. I appreciate everyone's comments and everybody's feedback on anything that I post. And I started Tartarian Airlines because I really like the terrain of all these weird places. So, for instance, there's a location that I'm going to fly over in the simulator here pretty soon, and it's in Canada. It's called the Sacred Lake or the Spotted Lake. I think it's more known as the Spotted Lake, and it's super freaky. I had no idea how close it was to America. Yeah, of course, I'd probably still have to have. I definitely still have to have a passport to go over to go see it and be able to return. But yeah, it's just there's so many locations out there that I don't think I'm ever going to run out of content. So, but like I said, today is just a chill day. I just want to talk to y'all a little bit and show y'all a couple of things, several things that I got to reduce my headaches. I smoked weed my whole life, pretty much. Like, even when I was young, the white side of my family would tell me that my dad, the Mexican side, would actually hotbox, which is smoke out the car, and I was inside it as like a child, probably like 2 years old, whatever, who knows. Probably since I was a baby, like in the car seat. I've probably always been exposed to marijuana. And I've continued to smoke weed my entire life. I've always wondered how my lungs look because I smoke weed instead of cigarettes. And I had a pancreatitis over a year ago, just a little over a year ago. And I asked the doctors because they took an x-ray and they took a CAT scan because it's a pancreas. It also got my torso. And I asked the doctor, I said, "Doctor, I've been smoking for my whole life. How do my lungs look?" "Oh, not a thing. There's nothing there." So I was like, yes, my whole life smoking weed. I'm 42 now. And so I would say probably 40 years. And there may have been like 2 months there where I just didn't smoke once. But other than that, I've pretty much smoked every single damn day of my life. As soon as I wake up, I smoke something. As soon as I start driving, I smoke. While I'm driving, I smoke. Before I get to the store, like from the car into the store, I smoke. The cough is from a cold that I've had for the past 4 days. And today's the first day I've felt really, really good, and I have a lot of energy. So let me spark this up and then we'll get to the main show. This is actually CBD. This is live resin, THC-P infused. To tell you the truth, it works just the same, man. There's a girl that I would buy these from. She kind of made a comment like, whatever, like as if, well, she's young, so she smokes, weed. Which nowadays it's like dabs or rags or whatever. And that's actually all I used to smoke was just pure live resin, pure wax. Really, really good, but you gotta be careful with that shit because, oh man, I just hate hate when you just can't breathe and you're like, oh. I hate that. So, honestly, the CBD stuff works just fine. You know, I might not get high as long, but, you know, I guess to each their own. You know, like, as far as drinking, I don't drink. The reason why is because I enjoy scotch. And a scotch night is not only expensive, but, you know, it's pretty, you know, pretty bad night if it's a scotch night. So, and I can't just have one scotch, you know, like, damn, those things taste so fucking good. But anyways, you know, to each their own. Everybody likes what they want, you know, everybody likes what they like. And, you know, I really have to work on my stress this morning. It's never really been the best neighborhood. I live in some apartments right now. I've actually been in these apartments for like 10 years. And then before that, I actually, in 2 years, I lived at a house. But before that, I actually lived in the same complex, but like catty corner from the street. I don't remember it being that bad. Actually, as a matter of fact, it has always been bad. 15 years ago, there's another, but it's all been like second chance. It's all second chance apartments, where it's people that had issues or whatever. But for me, I picked these places because I worked at a restaurant that was like right down the street, and I could literally walk to work. At that time, I didn't have a car, so I walked to work. That's why I chose these places. And but now, all the illegal immigration, people do not assimilate. These foreigners, I live in Texas, so I see direct impact. You know what I mean? The border is wide open. Everybody's coming in. All these are Salvadorians and Guatemalans or whoever the fuck is coming across illegally. They leave their beer bottles everywhere. They fucking party late at night. They pretend they act as if this is the barrio. You know what I mean? My last name is Garcia, alright? So nobody try and say shit about how I talk, like Spanish. I live in America, alright? I was born and raised here in America. I eat chorizo and eggs. That's one of my favorite things, chorizo. I'm not gonna say chorizo. Like, I'm not from Mexico. I don't speak Spanish. So I'm not gonna say things the right way. I say it how I want to say it. Okay, chorizo, burrito, not burrito. So now, if I was in Mexico, damn right I'd be fucking rolling my R's. You know, like I ain't trying to act like some stupid white guy over in Mexico. I ain't gonna be in Mexico in the first place. But you know what I'm saying? I respect the culture enough that when I go to another country, especially if I were to live there, I would do my damnedest to speak and, assimilate to their, culture. So, I really need to work on my stress this morning because late at night they have their music on and everything like that. So, I got some things here that really kind of just help out. So, this is like a little nerve hammer or something. And you can test people's, I'm sure look at that, really works. This is not what it's for, you know what I mean? But I mean, whatever. This is like an acupressure. I get headaches, and what that is it coming from the muscles on your scalp tightening up. Like it's all loose, right? I mean, it's all tight right here. And there are some neck stretches you can do, like right here. It's starting to hurt, and that just means you're really pulling it. Get everything straight. You're gonna do it until you feel the pain. Like right here. Now what that does is you feel this muscle. It goes all the way up, and especially back here, right where like the little dimples in the back of your head go. That's a pressure point. And if you look up headaches and headache spots, you'll see that there are common areas of pain that you'll feel. So all you have to do, I don't take aspirin, I don't like pharmaceuticals. I had a cold, so yeah, sure, I'll take something for that. But that's about all I would ever take pharmaceuticals on. When I had pancreatitis, yeah, I had to have that morphine. But other than that, I just do not use aspirin. I don't use Advil, ibuprofen, nothing. I would rather stretch because I know where the headache comes from tight muscles. So, this thing is good. Super cheap, I think. Maybe $9, $10, Amazon. And it may seem counterintuitive or whatever it is, counterconstructive, whatever. If you have a headache, why would you pound yourself on the head, right? Actually, what you're doing is you're basically it's acupressure. It's acupressure, and do little taps at first. And honestly, it's not your head that hurts, it's the tightening of the muscles that hurt. So to me, even though I have a bad headache, if I do this on those spots, it actually, you feel the tingling right there, you really do. And you feel it really going all up and down your skull, almost to the front, because that's where the muscle goes. The muscle goes all the way to the front. So whenever you have these front headaches, it's because the muscles or tendons or whatever it is is pulling too. So, I'll do that. Oh my God, that feels so good. I mean, I'll do that all over my head, and then I got the bigger part here if I want to do, yeah, that's good. Also, chiropractors, I like chiropractors. There's some amazing benefits to cracking your back. It's more like aligning. I've seen my x-ray before of my back, and it looked so bad, and then 9 months later, or 3 months, but I still continued. Fucking perfect. I mean, just absolutely perfect. And no sinuses. All my sinuses cleared up because you're opening your nerves perfectly straight. And sometimes, like, I also study massage therapy, so I know my pressure points, and I know if I just stay there on this for like however long I feel tired, it feels way better. I have strong fingers, so for me, I can actually kind of rub my shoulders out myself. But massage therapy and chiropractic work needs to be like almost the same thing. I kind of need to do the same to get the maximum results on your body. Because a true massage therapist, like an actual therapist, sometimes when your back hurts or something, the muscles in your back actually go over the spine and overlap. And so sometimes what they do, like even though you have a lot of pain up here, you'll wonder why the massage therapist, if he's good and actually, is actually a therapist, he'll start on your lower back and he'll straighten your muscles to get them separated into the side of the spine they're supposed to be. Chiropractic work does the same thing. It gets your spine straight. And chiropractors actually use something like this, but it's more like a machine. And so sometimes when you do this, on your neck, you're actually moving very slightly your spine. And your the little L, what actually would be T, something up here on the top. You're actually moving them slightly, because that's actually what they would do for me whenever I took an X-ray. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to use this machine, and it actually moves it slightly to where they can kind of mold your spine to where it's going to go. So I like this thing for some things. This thing's probably one of my favorites. I use it probably the most. And it's got these little balls on it. Hopefully these are stuck on there really well. But I use it for the back of my neck. And I just roll my neck out like that. And these little balls, sometimes I'll put like THC lotion or sports lotion, or actually any kind of lotion or oil. And you can kind of just, it moves really, you can move it really fast. And see, for me, without the lotion, I move my neck. I move my neck onto the thing. Sometimes I'll lay down. Sometimes I'll just lay down and I have it. And I just roll my head. Like, this is actually on the pillow. And then my neck, or the back of the head is on this. So those same spots that I would hit, I would actually do it this too. And you can find the little ball and put it right back in that dimple where you have a headache. Sometimes I'll just do this. I'll just do this and I wobble it, like this. And I move it and I wobble it everywhere. Because man, it feels good. These little hard pressure points, they feel really good. This is probably one of my favorites. Now I'm sure that people can do like, I've actually never done that before. But obviously you can see, like, I don't know, I haven't really used this side. It's got like ridges and stuff on it. I bet you it would be like, I don't know what you're supposed to do. Figure it out, get this thing. That's the whole point. It's like, it's a tool for you to use how it best serves you. This thing took like 2 weeks to get. And so I was like, what the hell, 2 weeks? I'm gonna have to order something else. And this thing kind of like freaked me out when I saw it on. I was like, man, there's no way this thing's gonna be good. You know what I mean? But I bought it anyways. And it's actually very, very awesome. Like I said, I studied massage therapy, and for me, I'm really picky on massage therapists that rub my shoulders because they never get that spot. I don't know if you have the same issue. You go to a massage therapist, they never get that spot. It's like they hit it, and then it's like they want you to come back, So this thing, how I use it is this sharp point right here. This sharp point right here. Go ahead and you have this here, and you can actually get in between your shoulder blades. You can get inside your shoulder, and it actually works really, really well. I'm quite surprised. Sometimes I'll do it like this, and I'll just lay down, and then there's these balls here, and then I'll just lay my head against these balls and just roll it like that. So I'm laying down, and I got this thing. So not only is it penetrating my back, like in between the shoulder blades, at the same time I'm also able to like rub my head and my temples. And it's just, I don't know who the hell invented this. Now these things does almost the same thing as what this does, except they protrude out further, so that means you can kind of almost like target a knot. I more use it on the back of my neck, the same thing as that, and you can just really like, oh man, you can really dig in there and really loosen up those muscles and possibly even get rid of some knots. This side, I think I've used it more for like the feet. Like if you step on it with your foot, oh man, it feels so good. I don't know if I've ever used this one. And then this is like the same thing, I guess. Like sometimes I like the flat part here, and then, because sometimes I just, oh my God, you can just really, oh man, I'm not even gonna make those sounds, but you get the point. It's really got a lot here to choose from. Sometimes this thing is laying on the ground, and yeah, I'll just step on these balls here, and it just feels so good. So this thing is really good too. This might be the most expensive of all the things that I got, but even that was like $20 or something, 25. The holiest of holy. Everybody knows about the frequencies. Let me check on this first, make sure it's still recording. All right, we're in 20 minutes. Everybody knows about the frequencies, and the churches, the cathedrals, they all emit a certain hertz. Everybody knows that vibration moves heavy objects. Monks have been known to move heavy stones in Tibet from where they got the stone up to the mountain where they need the stone, like granite or whatever they use. And they have actually said that they move it with vibration. To me, I believe that the pyramids were built either by effing giants, but also the sound vibration. How they were cut, who really knows? We don't know. We see a drill mark. We know that they had tools. We know that they had saws. So there's so many theories on it, and actually they've been kind of proven to be right. So they're not really theories. Like the Machu Picchu stones, the ones that are formed. There's texts that say that actually that rock was melted, formed into these things, and then put there exactly how they needed. However, the Egyptian ones, I believe, were all vibration, and that's the same way that the Coral Castle was built in Florida, Coral City. I think it's Coral City, Florida. And this guy built an entire huge complex of coral pyramids and structures. Everyone kept on asking him, "Hey, do you need help?" And he's like, "No, I got it. Don't worry about it." The next day they would come, and it's like on a palace, just like huge things moved everywhere. And he would tell people it was the secrets of the pyramid. It's how they made, it's how they moved the rocks to the pyramid. It was with sound. So he had this maybe it was 3, but it was at least 2, maybe like a tripod. It was like a tripod, and it had a black box on the top that had the sound. That would actually pick up the item, and I'm guessing they could move the tripod or just move it, I don't know. But the FBI came in, raided this, or whenever he died, probably died of a mysterious death, and they took all his paperwork and secrets. And I think he wanted to tell people about the pyramids and how they were made, but of course he was definitely suppressed. So vibrations and cathedrals, the bells. Why do you think all the bells are missing from cathedrals? Because they don't want us to know what we're capable of, or what the earth is capable of doing to us. And so, like cathedrals, I'm just calling them cathedrals because that's how they're known. Apparently, the pews were added when they were found, and then they said, "Oh no, it's because of church. These were all, for church purposes." Well, really, the pews were added, so that means the pews were not there before. And what people would do is they would go into these, like the pyramid, they would go into these places, lay down, like how we do in a sauna. For instance, like over here in Dallas, there's these awesome saunas that are like heat saunas. Some of them are super hot, some of them are medium. Some of them have infrared light, and one of them, there's 2 places, they each have a gold one, where it's like at, 111 degrees, something like that. And so it's not extremely hot, but the lining of, first of all, it's in the shape of a pyramid, the inside, and it's all lined in gold. There's something about gold at 111 degrees. You just sit there and lay there. I mean, I could lay in there for like 30 minutes. It'd be just perfectly fine. So relaxing. So, sorry about the coffee, but like I said, I'm coming from the cold. So there's something about heat, frequencies, gold, and pyramids. And then I saw something with the same, place that was talking about the cathedrals. They said that these bells rang at 111 hertz. It's called the God frequency. It's apparently the best frequency that you can get. because it regenerates so much. And right then and there, hey, if there's something that I need for my headaches, I get it right away. There's something I feel like can make me feel better and feel positive about living in a place like this. I need to dispel as much negative as possible. And me, in general, I walk into a store, I'm already at like a level 9. I'm just waiting for someone to piss me off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why, but like, my train of thought, I'm positive. Somebody cuts me off, I'm like, God damn motherfucker! Same thing at the store. Somebody does something stupid, walks in front of me, like doesn't even like see me walking down the aisle. Just whatever. So to me, like any little thing kind of just like puts me off my balance. And I've got a quarter German, a quarter Irish, and 50% Mexican or Spanish. Spanish, but you know, family was born in Mexico, so Mexican. That's not a good combination. I got fucking Irish in me, likes the Scotch. I got German in me, pretty angry, I guess, right? And then the Mexican in me is wild. I mean, so all three together, it's like not a good combination. And so that's why I need to do things to like alleviate my stress, because I feel that I have a lot of stress. And so I went ahead and picked me up one of these. And this is this is a tuning fork at 111 hertz. Let's see if this zooms in and gets it. 111 hertz. I used it yesterday. It came in the mail yesterday. I used it because I just didn't want to do it on here first and be like, this is stupid. You know, I looked it up first, and I wanted to get the gold one just because, you know, I like the color. I looked online on how people use this. You know, at first I thought that, you know, something like this, you know, like, that's not going to do nothing. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, there's no way. But then I saw people who were like putting it on the places that they had like aches and pains or something, and it doesn't really matter where you put it. Like, your body's going to feel it, and just the vibration itself coursing through your body, it's, to me, it was actually noticeable. It's actually pretty weird. Like, to me, I don't like to advocate for things that you can't see or something like that. Like, but this thing, I actually feel it through my entire skull, like down to here. It really just travels through everywhere. And there are some machines, there are some machines that you can order that just, you know, produce the sound and the vibration. I've seen them, like they have these huge pyramids, and, you know, you can be inside your own little zone or something. But I don't have that, and I don't want to spend that kind of money. And so, you know, I'm thinking, okay, let's give this thing a try. And so I had a headache yesterday because of the cold. It was like really my last worst day of like blowing my nose and stuff. You know, when you blow your nose a whole bunch, it's like, God dang, your head just hurts. And so I didn't want to take any aspirin or anything. I was just waiting for this thing to come in the mail. It came in about like 6:30 or 7 at night. Right, oh my God. I don't know if you can actually hear it through the earbuds coursing through my skull, but it actually just vibrates through my whole skull. I can hear it, I can feel it coming out of my ears. And then sometimes if my jaw or if my mouth is in a certain way, if it's kind of closed, it would actually chatter my teeth. Yeah. It's super interesting. I would say after the first tongue like that, the headache went away. I'm really not even lying. Now, that's my kind of headache though. I don't know what kind of headache you have. because sometimes headaches are from something that, you know, is it's like a problem. So I'm not saying that this is going to 100% everybody's headache is going to go away instantaneously. I'm saying for me, I feel it through my teeth. Through my teeth, out the ears. I mean, so what I did last night is, because it's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy, and this thing isn't very long. You know what I mean? So you have to have it like this. So maybe if I were you, and maybe my next one, I might even get another one, is maybe what I'll do is I'll make like a little base, like a little base for this, to where I hit it and it'll amplify. But then for myself, for my headaches and stuff, I'll get one that has a little bit longer that I can kind of like hold it better. Because I have to kind of pinch it with these two fingers and my thumb. And it's kind of, it kind of causes a lot of strain here. That's the only downside I see, because these little things here are pretty heavy. This is like $15 or something on Amazon. To me, I highly recommend this. This is the God frequency, and it actually aligns a lot of stuff. If you look into it a little bit further, even just the sound, I feel it through my teeth. Even just the sound itself, I think is healing. So you don't necessarily have to even touch it, but I believe the best results for positivity in your whole body is to actually hold it. Now, I'm not saying this is a medical device, but it has been known to cure, like to get rid of cancer cells, to cure. These frequencies can get rid of everything that ails us, but they don't want us to know what the earth can provide for us. So, yeah, that's my little thing I wanted to show y'all. I don't want to make a video just on this, so I included the other things that I use. Yeah, I'm just really, really surprised at how good this thing works and how it makes you feel. So, yeah, that's right. I did this when I went to sleep. Like, I just laid down and I was able to have this thing like that. Lay down and you can kind of hold it better when you're laying down, because then the weight is like straight up and down instead of you having to hold it. I woke up with so much energy. I don't know if it has anything to do with this, or maybe me done being sick. But I feel like I woke up with a lot of energy. Like, as soon as I got up, I started cleaning the patio, started doing dishes, and so I recommend it actually. For only $15, you can get this cheaper one, or they have whole sets. Like I said, I would actually recommend getting one a little bit longer. That way you don't have to hold it with just two, fingers, 3 fingers. It feels really bad. They have all different kinds of sets. Some of them are silver. I just like the gold one. It's probably just gold plated. I mean, if this was real gold, it'd be like $1,300. But I think it works. So just wanted to share some things with y'all this morning. I got some editing to do. Got some cool videos coming out. And I can't wait to get out of this fucking neighborhood so I can get some good streaming going on. And, so here in a couple months though, everything will be alright. Until then, see you in the next video.